Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today for our Nexford Virtual Tour. I'm very excited to walk you through the Nexford Learning Experience and tell you more about our programs. In the meantime, for anybody who's already joined the call, I would love for you to jump into the chat area in your Zoom application and just let me know more about you. Where in the world are you joining us from today, and which Nexford program do you wish to enroll in? This can help us also direct the webinar towards the topics that you are most interested in, whether, it's graduate programs, an MBA, or perhaps a bachelor's degree. So I'd love to hear from the audience, like Jane or Kagiso, Lee, Peaceful, Balanle, Shud, or Shud, Tiffany, and Zira. Would love to hear from you guys. I see Jane Apollo. Thanks for jumping in on the chat. Lovely to see you. Just tell us more about you, where you're joining us from today, and which Nexford program you wish to enroll in, or perhaps you've already started your Nexford application. That would be amazing. So welcome to Nexford, and let me start by introducing myself. My name is Mai, and I'm a senior Nexford application specialist. I have been with Nexford close to 6 years now. And during that time, I've spoken with many aspiring learners, such as you guys who wish to learn more about the Nexford learning experience and how it is different from other online universities around the world or other online programs. I get common questions about the learning experience, whether you can connect with other learners from around the world or not. Are there exams? How do you gain access to the materials? How does it help you with your career currently and in the future? We are here to answer all of those questions and more today. And on the call with me to help co-host today is a Nexford faculty member, Dr. Bill Reed. And we've also got Heidi Boyd, our admissions director at Nexford. So I'd love to introduce them also on the platform here. Dr. Bill Reed, if you can please let everybody know more about you.
Hi, good morning, and welcome everyone from wherever you may be. I am Dr. Bill. I live about 100 kilometers south of New York City. Pretty much lived in this area most of my life, except for a brief stint out in Chicago. I've been with Nexford for, I think, about 5 years. I've been teaching online for 25 years. So we didn't even call it online back then. It was called distance learning. But I'm here today to try to answer your questions later on and give you a brief show of what the course room looks like, which is where you will be spending the majority of your time taking your courses and interacting and hopefully learning about the materials in the course. I hope you enjoy the presentation. We are using the Canvas platform, and Mai will talk to you a little bit about that shortly. But again, thank you, and I will talk more to you later on.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Dr. Bill. All right, I'd love to introduce next also Heidi Boyd.
Thank you, Mai. It's my pleasure, everyone, to be here. Congrats on being in this research process, and also to those who are joining us. I know we have quite a few logged in that will be starting a class with us soon. I have about almost 2 decades of higher education leadership experience. Working for Nexford University, and the learners here has been a highlight. I'm so excited for you to learn more about what we offer, and also to learn a little bit about what you're looking for. For those of you who haven't talked to your Nexford application specialist yet, it's we're all about your goals and helping students achieve their personal, professional, and academic goals. So that's what my life has been dedicated to, and I'm so excited to be here. I'm talking to you from Cleveland, Ohio, on the Great Lake of Lake Erie. Yeah, just really excited to be here. Welcome and congrats, everyone.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Heidi. All right. So this is just to give you guys an idea what we're going to go through in this webinar today. Of course, we want to welcome you to Nexford University. We're going to be walking you through our programs and our different offerings, walking you also through the application and admissions process at Nexford, and talking about scholarship opportunities, and then showing you Canvas, our online learning management system at Nexford with our virtual tour, and then talking about NexPath and our different career services and how it can help you now and in the future. And then, of course, taking your questions at the end of the webinar. So please prepare them. Please send them in the Q&A area of your Zoom application so we can help answer your questions at the end of the webinar. So I'd love to give the mic back to Heidi here.
Oh, thank you so much,
Oh, thank you so much, my.
Here. Sorry, guys, my computer did a little funny thing. So welcome again at Nexford University. We really have reimagined what a modern university experience should look like. So accessible, flexible, and built around your goals. We've already started talking about those and you've started sharing them with us. But you have that throughout your academic journey here in your classes with your faculty and instructors and in your student community groups. It's all about you. We're designed for career-driven learners all over the world who want to build in-demand skills while earning recognized and accredited credentials. And instead of following kind of old school traditional campus models, we created a 100% online learning experience that really fits the way that we live and work today and optimizes the way technology can support learners in education. So thanks to this technology, we're able to offer deliver a world-class education at a fraction of the cost of traditional universities. This is one of my favorite things to discuss with students because the response to cost is just a lot different. We're priced a lot differently, especially if you're comparing us with other US-based universities. Because our programs are competency-based and focused on skill set development, the return on your investment often comes a lot faster than you'd expect. Certainly not something you have to wait to see till after you graduate because you're achieving skill sets and kind of adding to that toolbox as soon as you step into the classroom, step in, log in. So whether you're looking to upskill, pivot, and change careers, or get ahead and move up in your current position, we at Nexford really equip you with those practical job-ready skills that make a real impact now. I'm ready for next slide. So we were never a traditional university that had to evolve and move online. We were always built for you as you are in this flexible environment from the day that we were born. So every part of the experience being built for online learners in a global environment, from onset just completely changes the experience for our students. So you're always learning on your terms, anywhere in the world, on the go. You don't have to lug books around with you. Everything's for you on the learning management platform that Dr. Bill mentioned earlier. And you'll see it in a little bit from but we're licensed and accredited by DEAC based in Washington, D.C. They're the Distance Education Accrediting Commission. We meet rigorous standards that they hold us to for quality and relevance in education. Our accreditation also reflects our commitment to delivering programs that truly impact careers. Maya, it looks like we might have lost the slides, but also
Yes.
the program
being,
oops, sorry, relevant, flexible. And, ooh, hold on, my technology just kind of did a thing. But as you know, today's world and our global environment moves fast. We keep our programs updated with latest industry trends and skills that are sought after. So you're not just learning theory and concept, you are building those skills that employers value. We get that life doesn't run on a fixed schedule, and neither do we. Our courses aren't self-paced. You can finish in 1 and up to 8 weeks or sooner if you're able to. If you're doing well in class, you can pace through it a little faster and take on more courses later in your program. And the program is pay as you go, so you can plan your learning around your budget and time. You are also building connections as you go through the program. You're not learning alone. You're part of a global supportive community, connecting with peers, faculty, and professionals from all over the world who are on a similar journey. You know, those of us on the screen with you today in the meeting, I think we're a nice representation of that. All three of us are kind of all over. We work together to support our learners. And so this community that you have to tap into, just as, you know, and you get more and more access to it the further that you get in kind of your research and admissions and maybe enrollment process. And so one of our graduates, oh, sorry, I think I'm ready for the next slide. It's the Jason Weimer slide. And I'm sorry, if I
Yeah.
had my slides out of order, we might have made it.
No worries.
Thank
Yeah, here
you.
we go.
You're the best. So I know so many learners we know want to hear from other alumni and students who've been here. And so this is Jason Weimer, an MBA graduate. He's an American living in Thailand who started his own graphic design business there. And after years of running it, realized there was still so much that he wanted to learn and needed to learn, especially around leadership and integrating tech into his work. So he chose us because the program gave him flexibility to study online and while he could continue to grow his company across multiple countries. His MBA specialization was in advanced AI and provided him with insights and skills that helped him rethink design, tech, and data can all work together. And whether it's using customer data to improve ops or applying AI concepts to streamline inventory and enhance his decision making. So using data to drive decision making is something that, is a game changer, especially for those of you on the call who might be thinking about starting your own companies or want to. So his MBA, yeah, I guess, and that's I think, do we have a video for it? Or no, I guess the video is from Fadl, sorry, our founder and CEO. If you haven't seen, or maybe you haven't spoken to someone about our origin story, Fadl is our founder and is an entrepreneur who could see that, that there was a need, and that's how Nexford was born. So it's my pleasure to introduce you to Fadl Artarzi.
It's been said that the future is a convenient place for dreams, so why not dream big? I've always known education changes lives, but I first realized its impact over a decade ago. On my entrepreneurial journey, I saw a gap between the skills of college graduates and the needs of employers. With my own startups, I struggled to find people with the right competencies. For example, I couldn't find a software engineer with effective communication skills. I couldn't find the creative designers who could. I thought to myself, is this why unemployment stats of college graduates grab so many media headlines? And it's not a burdened by heavy debt, cohorts of learners walk away from university unprepared for the workplace. That's why I set out to create a university for you, one that I'm convinced has the potential to positively impact lives as well as millions worldwide. I'm Fadl Artarzi, and I can proudly say that I'm the founder and CEO of Nexford University. Expect NXU.
All right, that is just a sneak peek. Hopefully you can watch Fadl's video in its entirety once you get enrolled at Nexford. It is going to be included in your NXU orientation, your Nexford University orientation course. It's sort of your welcome package once you get enrolled at Nexford. And right at the beginning, that video is included there as well, and so much more. It's gonna tell you the orientation, it's gonna tell you everything you need to know about navigating through our online platform, and we'll be obviously covering that later on in the webinar. I do want to expand a little bit on the accreditation because I know it is one of the common questions that we get about Nexford. So Nexford is accredited by the DEAC, which is a Distance Education Accrediting Commission. The DEAC is listed by the U.S. Department of Education as a recognized accrediting agency and is also recognized by the Council for Higher Education Accreditation, or CHIA for short. We're also licensed by the Higher Education Licensure Commission, which is HELC, in Washington, D.C., and that is the same organization that licenses all physical universities operating in Washington, D.C. Moving forward. One of the things that really sets Nexford apart is how predictable and flexible our tuition is. You pay a flat monthly rate, no big upfront fees, no hidden charges. Whether you take one course or more, your monthly cost stays the same. So it's super easy budget. And here's the best part. The faster that you finish, the less that you pay overall. If you complete your master's in just 12 months, you'll only pay for those 12 months. If you take the average 18 months, you'll pay for 18. So even if life gets in the way and you need more time, you'll never pay for more than those 18 months as long as you finish within 27 months, which is the maximum for a master's degree. But this applies to all of our degree programs, including our bachelor's degree. You'll never pay more than the average program length at Nexford. So it's all designed to give you peace of mind and real flexibility so you can move at a pace that works for you without worrying about penalties or any surprise costs. Now at Nexford, we designed our programs using what we call the workforce alignment model. This approach ensures that our programs are forward-looking, they're built around the skills employers are actively seeking, and to achieve this, we combine in-depth research and insights from a global advisory board of industry experts. Our advisory board plays a key role in shaping our programs, comprising leaders across various industries. The board meets with us multiple times a year to review new offerings and to review new offerings. And our mission is really to help learners connect with the careers that they aspire to. And we offer a range of flexible learning options to support that goal. Starting with our master's degree programs, we specialize in business and business technology, offering programs like the MBA, the Master of Science in Digital Transformation, Data Analytics, and Entrepreneurship. And our BBA program features specializations in high demand areas such as AI, business analytics, entrepreneurship, and digital. We also offer 2 career pathway certificates, operations management and professional skills right now, each tailored to prepare learners for entry-level roles that do not require a bachelor's degree. And for those that are looking to build targeted skills without committing to a full degree, we offer short courses that can be completed in just 1 to 2 months. So while our foundation has always been rooted in business, we've continuously evolved to integrate technology and emphasize power skills such as communication, collaboration, and critical thinking. After all, having the knowledge is essential, yes, but knowing how to work effectively with others is just as important for long-term success. Now let's move on to talk about our programs, starting with our graduate. Yeah, having some technical difficulties here, but I want to confirm everybody can hear me just fine.
We can now, but we did lose you for a little bit.
Okay, all right, no worries. All right. Yeah, I'm struggling a bit to move between the slides, but there we go. Did everybody lose me for a minute here?
No, I can hear you, Maya, and I now see the slide about programs at Nexford University. Graduate
Okay.
program.
Okay, fantastic. All right. So let's move forward. Okay, so this is just a program comparison of our graduate degrees at Nexford. You're going to see that all of our master degrees have 12 courses, which equate 36 credit hours in months, except our Master of Science degree has 16 courses, but 12 of which are still, single courses. And then there are 4 seminars, but it also has an average duration of 18 months. And so if you're somebody who's aiming to grow your career at the crossroads of business, tech, and leadership, then the MBA program is a great fit. It's designed for professionals who want to boost their strategic thinking and leadership skills in a global context. Typical roles after completing this MBA include senior positions like Chief Operating Officer, Management Consultant, or Marketing Director. At its core, the program builds well-rounded expertise in business management, leadership, and strategic planning, skills that are valuable across any industry. Now, the Master of Science in Digital Transformation perfect for professionals leading digital initiatives who want to deepen their ability to drive. Graduates often step into roles such as digital innovation specialist or chief digital officer, positions where you're responsible for steering a company's digital. Can everybody hear me fine?
No, I can't at least. I wonder if pausing the slides and just talking students through, like the 3 of us, just kind of talking through them instead. I wonder if that would be.
Heidi, do you think you may be able to help me and share the slides on your end?
Yep, send them over. And yeah, that's a good idea.
Right.
Okay, give me a sec. Sorry, Maya didn't have it saved. I'm just trying to sort it out.
Yeah, no worries. Apologies, guys, for the technical difficulties. In the meantime, this might be a good time for you guys to jump in the Q&A area and drop your questions, should you have any.
Can you see my screen, Mai?
Yes, I can. Could you just share just the slide itself without
Yeah, let me.
seeing a question, our first question already from Kagiso. Thank you for that. That's a great question. We're actually going to cover that in a few minutes.
You remember which slide we were on, Mai?
Yeah, the first one from the programs after the graduate degrees. Yes.
Oops.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Oh, how's that happening? Are you seeing the subs as well? Well, I think it's fine. Let's just until you can help me figure that out, Heidi, I'll continue with the presentation here. So I was talking about the MBA. I hope everybody got that. Of course, everybody's welcome also to take a screenshot of this program information here, but I want to let you know that this is all available on our website as well. And of course, whenever you get connected with a Nexford application specialist, we'd be more than happy to break down every Nexford program for you or whichever you're interested in. But next, I want to talk about our Master of Science in Digital Transformation. This one's perfect for professionals who are leading digital initiatives, who want to deepen their ability to drive innovation through technology. Graduates often step into roles such as digital innovation specialist or chief digital officer, positions where you're responsible for steering a company's digital future. The main focus here is on using cutting-edge technologies like AI, cybersecurity, and data science to create real business value and improve operations. And now for anyone who's looking to sharpen their technical and analytical skills, then the Master of Science in Data Analytics offers a solid foundation to thrive in data-driven environments. It prepares you for roles like data scientist, business analyst, business intelligence analyst, or finance data manager, positions where data truly drives decision making. And the focus is on helping you master the tools and techniques used to analyze data, uncover insights, and guide smarter business strategies. Now, finally, if you're passionate about launching a business or driving innovation from within a company, then the Master of Science in Entrepreneurship is a good fit for you. It's tailored for aspiring founders or future startup leaders. Think startup founder, VC analyst, or even someone building a new venture from the ground up. At its heart, this degree teaches you how to turn innovative ideas into successful ventures through smart strategy, funding know-how, and practical startup skills. Now, moving on to the next slide, you'll see example projects for each of our degree programs. So the big thing to know is we don't follow the traditional school model, where you're just reading theory and memorizing for exams. Instead, you'll be working on real projects that mirror what professionals are actually doing. So these are just sample projects. Of course, there are many more for each program, but it's very practical, as you can see. So in one course, you might be developing a market plan for a new region, like in our MBA program, or using AI to help a healthcare company improve patient care in our MSDT program. You could also be working on things like data storytelling in our MSDA, or even building out a product roadmap for a startup in our MSE program. The point is, every project is designed to help you build the skills you'll need on the job. So by the time that you graduate, you'll already have a portfolio of work that shows what you can do, not just a degree. I'll also show you later how we bring in business tech and AI tools into the learning process. So it's all about keeping things relevant to today's world. Now, I want to talk about some of the different features of our graduate degree program, starting with our MBA. You can choose from 6 in-demand specialization areas like artificial intelligence, fintech and blockchain, e-commerce, international business, cybersecurity, and sustainability. And now for our MSDT and our MSDA, we have a partnership with CompTIA. CompTIA is the world's most trusted certifying body of IT professionals. They're the largest vendor-neutral credentialing program for technology workers. CompTIA has awarded more than 2.5 million certifications in areas such as cybersecurity, networking, cloud computing, and technical support. The MSDT program curriculum includes integrated CompTIA certification preparation courses like Network Plus, Security Plus, and Project Plus, which become accessible after reaching the halfway point of your program without any extra charges. These courses can be accessed through Canvas, your online learning management system, which we will go through a little later on. So in the MSDA program, you also have, you have the opportunity to earn also a CompTIA certification course, which is the Data Plus certification, adding even more value to your learning experience. Now, moving on to our undergraduate degree program, our Bachelor of Business Administration. Our BBA is really designed, in the next slide, please, Heidi. You'll see that our BBA is really designed for aspiring professionals who want a solid foundation in business. Whether you're aiming to move up in your current role, switch careers, or start your own business, we see learners from all kinds of backgrounds: HR, operations, marketing, finance, and even tech. Some are fresh out of high school, while others are already working and want to level up. Graduates go into a wide range of roles like marketing coordinator, HR specialist, project manager, financial analyst, or business development manager. Some even launch startups or work in management consulting. So what sets this BBA apart is how practical it is. You won't just be learning theory, you'll apply it to real projects like creating and presenting a personal leadership plan or sharpening your strategies and communication skills. And you can boost your market value even more by specializing in not one, but up to 4 of our 6 BBA specializations on offer. You can also get credit for prior learning, like previous coursework or industry certifications. You can also earn 2 degrees within your BBA program, so an associate degree after just 20 courses within your BBA, and then your full BBA at 40 courses. You can take up to 4 MBA or MSDT courses while still in your BBA, saving time and tuition to accelerate your career and to help you stand out. Now, I want to cover the application and admissions process at opportunities, which I know is a popular question. So in the next slide, you'll see that we do offer scholarship opportunities for learners at Nexford around the world. If you can please move to the next slide, Heidi, or perhaps it's frozen on my end. Right. Back here, guys.
My,
Yeah, I'm
you're,
really having technical difficulties on my end. So
yeah, sorry, you're good to continue.
I think I'm still audible.
You are. Mai, can you hear me?
So I was talking about our scholarship opportunities at Nexford. You just need to make sure that you still meet the admission requirements for the Nexford program that you're choosing to apply to, but our scholarship opportunities can be applicable to degree programs on the graduate level and the undergraduate level, as well as our career pathway certificates. And there's a scholarship form that you can fill, and you can apply for a scholarship opportunity, and then hopefully when our scholarships team get back to you, with a positive decision, then that should be applied to your Nexford degree program. Now, in the next slide, we'll be talking about the different admission requirements at Nexford. So starting with our degrees, applications for enrollment into Nexford degree programs are going to be reviewed by our admissions team. And in most cases, they require submission of official transcripts sent to Nexford from your previous school directly. Sorry, can we go back to the previous slide? Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Heidi. All right, so for the single courses, we have made the Nexford registration process way easier. And that means that you can enroll and start learning as soon as July 1 without paying an application fee. So we've waived the application fee at 90 for the single course of your interest. And but regardless of what you're applying to at Nexford, you need to provide the following documents, like our government issued identification, passport quality photo, and then, like I mentioned, for our degrees, official transcript from your previous school, and some international learners may be asked to submit proof of English proficiency. Now, I know we got a question from one of our attendees earlier, Kagiso, saying elaborate on prerequisite courses. So this is exactly what I'm going to cover on the right side here. You'll see that for our graduate degree programs, we require that you have a bachelor's degree from an accredited university, whether it should be in a business related field, in business or related, or IT business and related, depends on the degree program that you're applying for. So if you're applying for an MBA degree program, and let's say your bachelor's was in nursing, so it's not related, right, to business, then you would be asked to take a prerequisite course. It's called Business Fundamentals, our foundational course prior to degree enrollment into our MBA, and that is going to qualify you to take our MBA degree program. So you will be able to still study our MBA program. You'll just need to take these prerequisite courses. So we have something similar for our MSDA degree program, and that is a statistics course. For the MSDT, that would be a Foundations of Digital Transformation course. For our Master of Science in Entrepreneurship, we don't have a prerequisite course. As for our undergraduate degree program, such as our BBA, we just need to see proof that you finished your high school education. So proof of a high school certificate or what is equivalent to that, like a GED. Now that you've reviewed our admission requirements, I want to walk you through the actual application process in the next slide here. So anybody can apply anytime. We accept, several applications every month. You just need to go to apply.nxu.nexford.edu to submit your application. and pay the one-time $25 application fee for the submission and review of your application. You should receive a positive, hopefully a positive application decision within 1 to 2 business days, after which you can log back into our online portal to confirm your enrollment, sign the enrollment agreement, and pay at least the first month of your chosen program tuition. And then you select a start date up to 3 months ahead. So you can choose a future start date. You don't necessarily have to choose July 1, although that is our upcoming intake. Our programs start on the 1st of every month. If you do wish to join our nearest intake on the 1st of July, then you need to make sure to complete your enrollment and your application on or before the 28th of June, the 28th of this month. And the 28th of each month is often our enrollment deadline. So if that is the case, just make sure to meet that deadline. Otherwise, it would be the 28th of July for our August 1 intake, or, and so on. All right, moving forward, I want to talk about some positive learner outcomes as to why we do what we do at Nexford University. The next slide, you'll see that we ran a survey for our graduates in 2024, and these were the results. Just looking at these alumni outcomes, it's clear that Nexford graduates are making real career 96% are employed full-time at global companies, showing that the skills that they've gained are highly valued in the job market. 80% have been promoted within just 18 months. 84% of our alumni are already in leadership roles today, reflecting the program's emphasis on leadership development and its impact on career advancement. And it doesn't stop there. Nexford alumni are thriving in innovative industries, with 74% employed in ICT, finance, and operations sectors, proving that our graduates have the skills to succeed in fast-evolving fields. And finally, the best proof of impact comes from those who have experienced it firsthand, with 98% of our alumni would recommend Nexford, which is a testament to the value that they've gained. Right, and here in this video that we can play for everybody, you'll see that once you get enrolled at Nexford, you'll get access to our learning management system, Canvas, which we mentioned earlier in the call. Yeah, please feel free to play that, Heidi. Yeah, so you'll see here a tour of our online learning platform. There's also a student application called Canvas Student Application. You can download it on your mobile phone, or you can also study on the go. So right on the dashboard in the browser version, though, desktop version rather, you'll find My NXU. You can think of it as your personal command center. It's where your Nexford journey begins, and it connects you to everything you need to succeed. In the program area, you'll see your entire learning path laid out. That's where you can track your progress, you can see your scores, and you can access your courses. When you tap on any course, you'll get an overview of what you're going to learn and the skills you're expected to gain. Now, the courses are designed to be super relevant to the workplace, but also engaging. Each course is organized into modules that match specific learning outcomes. Inside, you'll find videos, downloadable resources, and interactive exercises to keep things interesting and hands-on. When it comes to assignments, you can get ready for practical work. These aren't just for grades. They'll help you build real skills and a strong portfolio that you can show to your employers. And just because it's online, it doesn't mean you're on your own. There are live lectures with instructors and classmates where you can get one-on-one support from faculty and join discussions through course boards and chats. So learning here is a shared experience. From day one, you'll also go through the NXU orientation course, like I said, which sets you up with everything you need to get started smoothly. And if you need help along the way, we've got you. Our success advisors are available nearly 24/7 for anything from tech support to personalized academic guidance. So you can even book one-on-one advising sessions whenever you need. What you're seeing here is our writing lab, which supports your academic writing. It's available to you anytime to help you strengthen your skills, learn how to use AI responsibly in research and assignments. Now, you'll also get access to our online library called Learn, with more than 60 million resources, databases, articles, and publications, all included and available whenever you need them. So at Nexford, everything is set up to help you grow, to help you learn, and help you succeed. I'm seeing more questions coming in. That's fantastic, guys. I'm happy to see them. Please keep them coming. In the next slide, I'm excited to talk about our discussion board, Harmonize. So in Nexford, we know that connection and engagement are key to learning success. Yeah, there we go. Feel free to play that as well, Heidi. Yeah, there we go. That's why we've introduced this powerful tool called Harmonize. It's an interactive discussion board platform designed to bring our global classroom to life. With Harmonize integrated in some of our courses, learners can go beyond basic text replies. You can share video responses, voice notes, images, or even presentations, creating a more dynamic and human way to connect with your peers and your faculty. It supports both casual, low-stakes conversations, like course introductions, as well as more structured discussions that are tied to assignments. So for example, Harmonize also allows for role-play scenarios and multimedia-based peer reviews, skills that mirror real-world communication and collaboration. And you might respond to a business scenario as if you were presenting it to a client, and you can get feedback from your classmates before submitting a final version to your professor. Harmonize is amazing. Our learners are loving it so far. It feels like an online social media platform, but within Canvas, within the learning management system. All right, next I'm excited to talk about our career services at Nexford, namely NexPath. So at Nexford, we don't just prepare you for your next job, but for a lifelong career. Feel free to play that as well, the video right there, Heidi. So yeah, NexPath is our AI-powered career hub designed to give you the tools, the clarity, and the confidence to reach your professional goals. It helps you explore your interests, understand your personality, and align your education with your career direction through built-in assessments. You'll have access to Carrie, as you can see in the video, which is your 24/7 AI career assistant, who answers all of your career questions in real time and offers tailored advice on job paths, industry outlooks, and next steps, so you're never left guessing. Our AI resume and interview platform gives you state-of-the-art assistance, getting your most important job search tools moving in the right direction. NexPath goes further by offering virtual work experiences through Forage, which I'm going to cover shortly, and also expert coaching, monthly webinars, group sessions, and industry interviews, and unlimited LinkedIn Learning access, all designed to build your skills, expand your network, and grow your confidence. What makes Nexford truly different is how we embed career readiness into your learning journey, not just after graduation. Coming soon, you'll see career-focused lessons integrated throughout your program, teaching you how to search for jobs and to thrive in them while you're studying. All right. I mentioned, covering or talking a little bit more about Forage and LinkedIn Learning. So in the next slide, I'll give you a sneak peek of LinkedIn Learning. If you haven't heard of LinkedIn Learning, it is connected to LinkedIn. We can play this video right here to show you that as a Nexford learner, you'll have unlimited access to over 16,000 expert-led courses and videos covering a wide range of topics. So each completed course provides a certificate that you can showcase on your LinkedIn profile, or you can add it to your CV or your resume, which is a great way to stand out to employers. LinkedIn Learning is typically a paid feature, but with Nexford, it's all included in your tuition at no additional cost. For example, if you're studying data analytics at Nexford, but also have an interest in marketing, you can take additional LinkedIn Learning courses to broaden your skill set and to boost your resume. If you enroll early, you'll have early access to LinkedIn Learning and all of our career services that I'm going to be talking about today before even starting your next program. So that may be one of the benefits of enrolling early. That means you can get these certifications and access to all of these benefits before your next program starts, helping you just ease into that, work study lifestyle. All right, next I want to talk about Forage. So Nexford's Career Services, like we said, provides expert advising and online courses. So you'll see in the video here, this is accessible on our website as well. We partnered up with IBM Digital Nation Africa to make the Digital Nation Africa, or DNA program, available to all of our African learners at no extra cost. So you can expand your skills on emerging technologies like cloud, artificial intelligence, IoT or Internet of Things, blockchain, and so much more. And then in the next slide, I'll talk about Forage, which you can get a head start on your career with Forage. job simulations, which is included in your Nexford program. These immersive experiences let you practice real-world skills, but at real companies like JP Morgan and Accenture. They help you build your confidence. They give you a competitive edge also in the job market. You'll see they vary in difficulty level and how long these job simulations take for you to complete. But you'll also receive a certificate once you complete them, which you can, of course, add also to your profile. All right, we're nearing the last section here. We're going to be covering, talking about AI use in the classroom at Nexford, which is very exciting because who isn't excited about AI today, and trying to really learn about it and how do you use it in their life. So at Nexford, AI isn't treated as an optional enhancement. We can play this video right here, Heidi, as well. So at Nexford, like AI is a core thread and it runs throughout the learner journey, embedded across every program to ensure practical and real world application. So whether you're studying marketing, HR, finance, or tech, AI is part of the conversation from the very start. As shown in the video, our AI and marketing module introduces learners to the transformative role of AI in understanding customer behavior. This activity encourages learners to reflect on the impact of AI within their own industry and apply insights to enhance marketing effectiveness. They're prompted to consider how AI can be leveraged to better understand customer behavior, optimize marketing campaigns through predictive analytics, and improve customer engagement and satisfaction. By engaging with this exercise, learners are equipped with the practical skills they can apply in real-world scenarios, demonstrating foresight and innovative thinking in their professional environments. In the next slide and video, we show you another example here on an activity on e-commerce chatbots, which helps you apply AI and ML or machine learning concepts to real business challenges. So acting as an AI consultant, you'll create chatbot strategies for customer support, order tracking, and product recommendations. You'll design user scenarios, you'll develop integration plans, and evaluate how these solutions impact customer experience and business goals. This mirrors professional problem solving, where you analyze bottlenecks, you propose AI solutions, and you present impactful implementation plans, ensuring that you're not just job ready, but you're also innovation ready. Now, in the next slide, in the video also, we cover critical thinking and ethical AI application at Nexford. So Nexford fosters critical thinking by challenging learners to evaluate and strategically apply AI. In Module 5 of our professional communication course, learners are asked to use an AI tool of their choice and compare both versions, analyzing wording, tone, emotional impact, and accuracy. The goal is not just to use AI, but to think critically about its strengths and its limitations in real-world communication, encouraging thoughtful and responsible use of AI. So each assignment includes a grading rubric you'll see right in front of you here, detailing what is needed to achieve the highest marks, with an analysis and critical thinking at the bottom here. But as a key criterion, the rubric emphasizes the importance of a reflective approach to using AI. Now, last but not least, in the next slide, before we play it here, I just want to say that I'm excited to share a powerful example here of a learner submission from our intercultural communication course. This assignment was designed to encourage deep reflection on personal cultural identity, which is a fundamental step in building intercultural competence. Learners were asked to reflect on their cultural backgrounds, their experiences, and how these influence their communication styles, their values, as well as their perspectives. So what's particularly exciting is how this learner thoughtfully used AI as a tool to enhance their storytelling while maintaining a deeply personal and authentic voice. It's a wonderful example of how AI can support, not replace, meaningful self-expression. So yeah, we're ready to play this video right now, Heidi, and maybe we can try to make it louder for everybody. Sorry, Heidi, I think I'm not able to hear it. I'm not sure if anybody else can hear it. Maybe if you stop sharing and reshare, making sure to include the audio. I see some really good questions here, guys, like about exams and proctored assessments. I will be answering you very shortly. So keep the questions coming, guys. This is the Q&A portion, just after we play this last video for you. I guess while you pull that up, Heidi, I just also want to make a note here for everybody that we do apologize for not having one of our learners or graduates on the call with us today. He was scheduled to join, but he had an emergency, so he couldn't join. But I hope you still enjoyed the presentation so far, and that you're learning a lot about the Nexford Learning Experience and the different learner benefits you get throughout your learner journey.
I'm
There will
not
be
able.
questions. You'll have a chance to speak more with me, with Heidi, as well as Dr. Bill in the last portion of our webinar here. But yeah, very excited to just play this video for you guys before we start taking questions, because I really think this is just an incredible learner submission. I'm
Can
sure you
you hear
guys
me?
will, do something similar or different, but also as amazing once you get the opportunity when you study at Nexford.
Can you hear me?
Would you like me to try to play this on my end?
Can you not
Heidi?
hear me?
Oh, okay, we're good. I think we're good.
I can hear you, Heidi.
Okay, so I
can't
am
hear you,
not
Heidi.
able. Sorry, guys. I'm not able to do the audio, and because I don't have something downloaded, so I'm not able to do the audio on my end. We might just, I don't know for time, if you want to
in a blended world.
just move on.
Dr. Bill, are you able to hear Heidi by any chance?
I can hear Heidi. Yeah, and I heard you just now.
Oh, okay. Maybe while you play that, Heidi, I'm gonna try to just I'll exit and come back in. 'Cause I think you guys are able to hear each other, right? I think Dr.
Yeah,
Bill's
I
able to hear
wouldn't.
Heidi.
Yeah, Dr. Bill, can you help? I don't think that her logging in and out might, because we can hear her. I just think moving on from that slide might be a better option.
I think so too. I do not have access to the controls on that.
Can you let Mai know, since she can hear you?
How about with a show of hands from the attendees, if you can confirm that at least you can hear me, we can move on.
Hi, Mike. Can you
Nandi
hear me?
raising his hand or their hand. Okay, Olumide, Jane. Okay, fantastic. So you guys can hear me. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Tiffany. Okay. Sorry, guys, we're facing technical difficulties. Tends to happen with technology, right? We think we have it beat, but it still has a lot to teach us. So I'll try to share my screen for this video. If it doesn't work, we can move on to the Q&A. I do thank you guys for your patience.
Navigating identity.
Hi, Mike. If you can hear me, I do not see the video at this moment. Heidi, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Maybe we should just take over. What do you
think.
do you want to join me on video? And
Yeah.
we'll make the best of this. We're gonna go.
No problem.
Yeah, we're just gonna do something a little bit different. Let me see
And
about.
as an example to those of you who are witnessing this today, You can see we have problems just like everybody else when you're in your course
Yeah.
room, but we work around them. So keep that in mind.
Maybe we just go into Q&A if there's a lot of questions here. I don't even know if I need to share a screen at this point. So let's get into questions anyway.
Okay.
Sounds good. Let me stop. I don't know. Am I sharing right now?
It's your video, your face. It's not any sharing.
Okay. We don't need to do that though. Anyway, okay. I just want to, anyway, I'm just not even going to look at the screen and be bothered with that. Let me go into the questions. So, Dr. Bill, can you maybe see some of the questions to get me started?
Well, I saw one question where one of our attendees has asked, can these slides be shared because of
Yeah,
the viewability issue?
I think that that is a great option. And we will get an email list and send this out to everybody. So I think that
Okay.
that's a great.
There is another question in the chat asking about during coursework, how are assessments and assignments submitted? As I live in the course room, I might be able to take a shot at that answer.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful.
Under each assignment, you attach your paper to that button and hit submit. It's not any more complicated than that. You probably, when you take your orientation course, we do have some requirements about it. Nothing that's absolutely out of the ordinary. Number of attempts allowed, time frames, issues about if you submit late. But the physical process of submitting the paper is about as easy as you can get. You go to the submit button, you attach your file, and you submit. That's the whole story.
Perfect. I mean, the way technology can support education now is pretty incredible.
Yes.
So I do apologize. The technology today, like this has been
It's not cooperating, it happens.
No, it's
But
not.
there was another question. Hold on, let me go to the question forum here. What are the prospects of MBA in sustainability management? That's something that you might have more knowledge of, Heidi, than me.
What was the first part of the question?
Yeah, I was asking about the possibility of having an MBA in sustainability.
Yeah, that's a great question. And I think, don't we have a concentration in sustainability? I believe that we do.
I believe we do too, but I'm not involved in it. I'm
Yeah,
not,
we have so many, honestly, for all of you. I'd really recommend, if you haven't, having your one-on-one conversation with your application specialist, because learning about your I always have more questions, like what's your background? What are your goals? Everything is career focused to help people achieve. Like if you do have long-term goals, or maybe you don't, but you just know that there's something more meant for you. The bottom line is with an MBA, that's what your degree is. Anyway, the specializations will identify what 4 of your classes are, but that degree is really what employers look for, but also what we want as a learner going through it. I have my MBA, and it gives you a well-rounded education where everything is rooted in a leadership and management perspective, teaching you the CEO mindset, which benefits you even if you aren't that leader in the C-suite. You know how to laterally lead, you know how to get things done, you know how to strategy is just a plan and how to execute it. And you're going to really get that as you go through our MBA program. So talk to us. We're going to send you this deck and make an appointment, and let's talk about your background, and really for everybody.
I would like to add on to that, Heidi, the point that Maya was making about artificial intelligence. I have a very strong opinion about that. Artificial intelligence will be part of your life, whether you like it or not. So we are incorporating it first and showing you how to use it in today's environment is vitally important. Over the number of years, I've consulted with different schools about doing things different way. And at Nexford, and of all the schools I'm aware of that I work with, anywhere from 5 to 7 or 8, doing it, whatever, this is the only school that is this far ahead in incorporating artificial intelligence into the learning itself. So you're going to be learning the content of your degree, which is necessary, and it's going to also teach you how to use artificial intelligence, because if you're not using it now, you will be using it soon. So this is an amazing step forward for Nexford in servicing the students we have and bringing you up to date to the current management styles and concepts that are going on in the management area.
Yeah, I just have to say two things. So I did see also a question when you were talking, Dr. Bill, about, hey, like, is it too late for me to get started for July? And the answer is no. It might seem like it's just a week away, but this is really the time. Like when you have momentum in your research, you know you want to do it. If you like what you're seeing, you know, we all have gone through a time in our life, I think, where we've delayed education or the things that you know you want to do. And if you have a yearning for something and you know what you want, just jump in and do it. It's, you know, we have many, so many students who get started the week and days before classes start. So I welcome you to apply and join us for sure.
And Heidi, there's another question just came up about, are there proctored exams? They're not in my courses, but on a larger level, are there any ones that still have proctored processes?
You know, I would put a pin in that and want to get back with you. I don't think many, but that's something we can certainly make a note and get back with you on for sure. I will share, I was in a meeting a few weeks ago that I made a note to share with you guys because it was with our career services team, and I went through a mock session with them redoing my resume, and not my resume, but kind of like a mock resume. And it was incredible. As someone who did not update, I told you I've been in higher education for almost 20 years, but 14 of those was with one company, and I never touched my resume during that time, which is a big mistake. You know, you
Yes.
want to collect your, your things that you accomplish as you go through, because trying to remember 14 years is not fun. But it's just incredible. Everything has changed so much in terms of format and how we tell our story on one piece of paper, sometimes two. And it was an incredibly valuable session. When I updated my resume after 14 years, I spent $500 hiring someone to help me for something that really wasn't that good. And especially aging, a few years later, the session with her was incredible. So there's just so many extra things that you get access to being a student here that don't cost extra money and are just, the value is incredible. I would pay the cost of tuition just to access that service.
Yeah. One of the things I press in my courses, because I'm a believer in making sure the paper looks right, that it's set up right. Because one of the things you need to know when you graduate, of course, the content of the courses, you have to sound, like, for example, in an MBA, you have to sound like a graduate person. You have to look like a graduate person, and you have to have your answers ready and be prepared to be that graduate student in the eyes of an employer. So and this actually leads into a question that just came up in the chat. Do you have short courses on AI? I'm not actually sure, but being it's embedded in the courses we have, you're working on it on a regular basis and you're getting real hands-on use of it. And remember, if some of you may be intimidated by these new words with AI and machine learning, we give you a platform where you can make mistakes.
Yeah, I was that person. I totally get it.
Yeah.
And it is amazing. It's almost like every class you're going to learn about AI, and it's not AI, but you're going to be using it. You're going to learn how to use it, as Mai said earlier, ethically, academically, and professionally. And I know I've gotten a lot comfortable with AI and technology just working here, and it's a bonus.
And I've been around education 27 years. I am taking a course that I found online in artificial intelligence because I have to be able to talk to you about it. And this is as new for me as it is new for you if you're much younger than I am. It's here. You might as well learn it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's well, and anything that's a mystery or unknown is just that. And sometimes our brains can turn that into something scary or feared or to walk away from. And like anything, then you do it, and nothing is that, you know, nothing is that bad. Like, it's like, oh, I'm like this, you're gonna actually like it a lot. Like if I like using Chat GPT for, you just have to find your ethical way of using it, and you know how to fact check yourself in education. It's all about critical thinking, right? And this is kind of a, the 2025 and forward version of it.
And that's why we're showing you how to use it properly. That's the key word. Because when you graduate Nexford, we want your degree to mean something. If we let these little things slip by, our degree will not be respected. And that is the most important thing that goes on at Nexford, is to maintain the validity and maintain the value and the sincerity of the course, that we are not going to get you in trouble with this. And I think that's a big part of what you learn. Just like when you do this, you learn as much about yourself as you learn about sustainability, or you learn about marketing, or whatever the area is. You leave here being a slightly different person, if not a largely different person.
That's such a good point. Learning a lot of know what your blind spots are and what you want to learn and what degree you want, but the area of the things that we don't know, you don't know what you don't know. And it's, the future is untapped potential, and your preparedness for whatever is coming next means everything. And it's a good place to be. So to that, I welcome you all to consider, July, August, and September are all open, and we have a lot of excellent opportunities to help you figure out, whether it be applying for a scholarship, or, figuring out the time management around how to make it happen. We have all the resources to help you get started smoothly.
We have another question, Heidi, about does Nexford MSc, well, it just moved up on me here. Does the Nexford MSc degree credits apply towards a PhD?
So it's always up to the receiving institution. Great question. So whether you're coming into us or you're going somewhere after, it's always up to the receiving school as to what they accept for a degree. Now, to get into a PhD program, it's because were they asking that transferability of credits to from their masters? So those are different levels of courses. So as an example, a bachelor's level classes are potentially transferable together, as are any master's level classes, as are any PhD classes. So no, our graduate level classes would not transfer into a PhD program. Now, if you're asking, after I get a master's program, can I get a PhD somewhere else? The answer is likely yes. We're an accredited program, but it's always up to the receiving institution. So if you know where you might want to think you're going, look at their admissions requirements. There are many, not just where you went to school or if you have a degree. So hopefully that answered your question, probably more questions that you might have had, or maybe it opened up a new question. So feel free to send it over.
Another point, Heidi, here, someone is asking about, they're done with everything in the application process, including the tuition fee. But when they try to log into Microsoft 365, it requests payment. And
okay.
what can they do about that? So that seems to me squarely in your court.
Yes. Well, can you grab the name on that? What I will say,
Yes.
I had a couple other students that had a kerfuffle. I'm sure we have everything. We just have to
that did come from one of our attendees here named Jane Apollo.
Well, welcome to the program and welcome to class. We'll take care of that for you, Jane. Thank you for reaching out. I think there was a little kerfuffle in the system, or we need to push a button on our end or something easy. So we'll get all that to you.
Let me see. I have another in the question and answer area. Let's see.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bill. If you can hear us, we just started winging it and doing Q&A and are hanging out. So
I love it. I love it.
There is one more question that came in. What are the undergraduate programs that one can undertake in NXU?
So we have the bachelor's in business administration, and we do have several specialization options for you to review with that. And again, we want to review everything with you one-on-one and individually. Your Nexford application specialist, myself, and our team are at your service and really do want to follow up. So you might have mentioned or missed it earlier. We did promise to send out the slide deck or something that we can send to everyone after. And we'll include those specializations should be included in that, but we'll do what we can to get all this out to you.
Yeah, perfect.
Excellent. Anything else? who all wants to join us and go sign up for class now? I do. I want to sign up for an AI class. I've been learning on my, like, and I just take, because we do have courses. I should just, we'll see you in class, Dr. Bill, and whoever else wants to join us. That would be fun.
Okay. There were a few questions posted in the chat area, and they have been answered in the chat area. I'm not going to go
Okay.
repeat them, but I can just turn this. Well, wait a minute. One more here. I just see came in. I'm not able to join after. I'm not sure. I'm still waiting for an invite to join beyond the next few bin days. I'm not familiar with that. Mai, do you see that one?
I do. So Tiffany, if you're having any issues there, if you haven't already reached out to our success team, please do. You can also reach out to our IT-support at nexford.edu to help you also speed up that process. But please don't hesitate to reach out to our team. So if you have the contact information for our success team, whether it's WhatsApp, email, or you can book a one-on-one, they can assist you with that hopefully as soon as possible. I see a question from Kagiso here, Heidi. What is the shortest period one can complete their MSDA? So that would be, I think, as little as 10 months, 10 to 12 months. Again, it depends on your GPA. So you need to meet a certain GPA to be able to pile on more courses. And that's also after a certain amount of time. So you can't, right from the beginning of your program, take 2 courses at once. There's a certain structure for each of our degree programs where you're going to need to take a few courses before being able to increase your course load.
I love the thinking ahead and, about graduation already. And
Yeah, exactly.
Graduation day, and I've been doing this 26 years. Graduation day is the best day ever. You go to an event, if you're able to attend. There are smiling faces all over the place. Nobody's worried about what's going on in other parts of the world. Nobody's worried about the bills they have home waiting to get paid. They're there for a good time and to celebrate.
yeah.
A target like that, it's hard to say no.
You're so right. It's like vacation. That is like what vacation is like, a suspended reality where everyone is happy, and it is amazing. Graduations are the best day of the year.
Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Definitely. I was able to attend graduation ceremony we did, for our Nigerian community just earlier in the year. I think it was just in January, just this year. And it was incredible. It was incredible seeing hundreds of, I think there were probably thousands of attendees that day. So Nexford graduates along with their family members, and just the excitement all around was incredible. And it was so rewarding also to see some learners that were actually on these webinars with us, on these calls with us, that were there, and they were like, do you remember me? We spoke before, and they're graduating with their friends and family, and it was absolutely electric. Like, it was a super, super exciting day.
And
So
it's funny because after you as an instructor, I go to these, and after working with this person I usually am for a course or two. And they work with all these professors for maybe a couple of months or maybe 2 years, who knows? And you say, oh, that's what you look like. You go all off on all of that sort of thing. So it's a lot. They're great days.
exactly. It's like putting a face to the experience.
Yeah. Well, because it's online, but it's not, and I think some people, you have this just kind of perceived notion of what it's about. Okay, it's online, it's flexible, I'm in this, I'm doing it. And you don't necessarily realize what kind of community you're joining and what's going to happen to you and the people that you're going to meet and the way your life changes. And
we're not avatars. We
yeah.
have glasses and hands. And
I like Jane said, I must admit you're visible on social media, which enhances confidence in the programs. And I don't know if she means Nexford or 3 of us individually, because I know all 3 of us are on LinkedIn and on social media.
On a lot of things.
People. Yeah, you see the 20 years of education experience on my file that I just mentioned. And, it's real people who really love how, watching you change your life. It's, Bill, and between the 3 of us, the thousands of students that we've watched achieve their dreams through education is, you know,
It's the short, so I know we're over here, but I'll keep this real short. I got into academics by chance. I had obtained my doctorate degree, and then a month later, the company laid us off, all the leadership of the division. So I got into it, and I've been through. I've held most any job you can think of in a school of business, from part-time adjunct to president and back again. And I guarantee you, there are people sitting up in my hometown that if you told them that story, they'd just be laughing that Bill Reed could never have done this. Well, if I can do it, I know 99.99% of the people can do it. It's laid out in such a way where it anticipates your questions and anticipates your needs.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. It's, I think, you know, it's that happens more often than people think. I think when you don't have, when you haven't taken that step,
And
you know.
some of my students, I ended up working for one or two of them in a consulting capacity a year ago. So it just goes around.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, prerequisite minimum pass mark to enroll. I'd say any granular, like I'm excited to chat with you. Like, let's talk when we get off this call and like get all the details buttoned up, because there are so many program types and paths and different things, but we just, you know, we're here to help you. And so this call was interesting, hopefully hugely helpful. Your guys' questions were amazing. So thank you for making it a great call, regardless of the difficulties. So I'll hand it over to you. Thank you for carrying us and all the things that you do. So we
Thank you
appreciate
so much. No, thank you so much, Heidi and Dr. Bill. I don't know what I would do without you guys with the technical difficulties today. But I'm so happy to be, you know, on this call with you guys, as well as all of the attendees that took the time to join us today to learn more about Nexford. So I wish everybody the best of luck in their Nexford journey, their applications and enrollment. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I hope you have our contact information. You can always email us at help@nexford.edu. Just reach us there. We have our WhatsApp number also listed on our website. All the ways you can contact us also available on our website. So we look forward to assisting you. And then thank you again so much, and best of luck with everybody. Thank you so much, Dr. Bill, for your time, and Heidi as well.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye.